Chioma Ukpabi is a visionary educator, systems thinker, and a co-founder and CEO of Souk Technologies Limited, a fast-growing vocational edtech company, reimagining how trade skills are taught, accessed, and monetized across Africa. As a teacher, Chioma understands the gaps in traditional education and has spent the last few years building tech-driven bridges that connect young people to practical skills and income opportunities. She channels the power of tech into trade education, bridging the gap between learning and livelihood. Through her vision and execution, Souk has grown to train thousands of Nigerian learners across 9 trade programs, built one of Nigeria's most expansive apprenticeship systems, and pioneered innovations such as digital logbooks, smart assisted course guidance, and offline learning for underserved communities. Chioma was named an emerging leader in tech by the U.S. Department of State's Tech Program, selected as a NASDAQ milestone maker, and recognized with awards, including the Yearly Leadership Award, Social Innovator of the Year, and Top 20 Female Social Impact Founders in Africa. Chioma is a creative force, driving culture and community through education. She has built vibrant learning communities, designed inclusive course experiences, and used storytelling to reframe how Africa sees blue-collar work. Through her widely read founder newsletter, she shares raw reflective lessons from building Souk, offering practical insights that support other entrepreneurs navigating similar paths. Chioma is actively shaping an ecosystem where innovation, purpose, and resilience thrive. Her thought leadership and work have been featured in Arise News, Business Day, Punch, Vanguard, and Disrupt Africa, amplifying her voice as one of the leading educators shaping the future of work on the continent. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the visionary educator, Chioma Ukpabi.
Hi everyone. Hope we're all good and energized. Please let's all stay gingered and active. I think we're going to have a lot of insights from the session this evening. So, all right. So, for me, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll be giving you a lot of next slides in this session. All right. So, hi everyone. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining. This session especially is going to be talking about, an artisan's guide to navigating the job market. And I'm actually going from the artisan part because I figured out that some of us have learned from career. Right now, we had Joseph take us on, academia, and now we're going through the other route, which is trade skills. And it's unavoidably another route that most of us after NYSC would actually consider if the first two I mentioned don't work. So this is life beyond the khaki. Are we ready? All right, so next slide. All right, so I'm going to have a very, very, very short icebreaker, and it's just raise your hand if it sounds like you at any point. So it will be in the comments. I'll be seeing the comments. So I want everyone to raise their hand if maybe either you have a small business or you have maybe a career or something. So just raise your hand. Let me know that we have different aspects of people. So, all right. So I see Shalom. So Shalom, I don't know if it's small business or career, but I know Shalom is one of them. And now, so let's see if we have people that have, are relatable with my class today. You've ever told a client or someone that you're on your way while you're still at home? So raise your hand. Let me see. Okay, I can see some hands up. All right, so let's say another one is raise your hand if you've ever finished the job and then you are now praying that the person likes the job, whether it's a slide job, maybe something you're doing virtually or physically. Okay, I can see hands up. And then now let's see again. Raise your hand if you've ever underpriced a job or a salary because you didn't know your worth. Okay, I've seen hands up. And then raise your hand again if you want your life after NYSC to be better than your life during NYSC. And then I know I saw someone that said she's still in high school. So raise your hand if you want your life after the university to be soft before you even get into NYSC stage. All right. Okay, so next slide, please. Shalom. Fumi, sorry. Next slide. All right. So today, I will try to also infuse the person that's still in either still in the university or out of the university. Um, I want us to know that the moment the khaki comes out, like you just raise up your cap and say, "Ah, I'm done with NYSC." Let me tell you the truth. Life will start calling you capable. For some of us that are the firstborns, ours started calling us capable before we even went into NYSC. The moment you just said, I see my certificate from the university. In fact, we started becoming responsible for our younger ones. In fact, and then I went to NYSC when it was still 19. Some people that are coppers now enjoying 98. Just imagine 98 plus an extra 90,000 naira from PPA. I was not even getting anything, but I still have to take care of my younger brother. So immediately you're done with NYC, you become more responsible. So more responsibilities will start coming. So, and one thing is I've learned that life after NYC is a transition, and how you actually handle it, it will determine your direction. Because for me, during NYC, I was in it to really redefine myself and figure out it comes with a lot of new expectation, new responsibilities. You start paying for school fees. You're not asking yourself, why me? You understand? Then there will be a lot of new opportunities that will come. So you start hearing things like, so in camp or even in certain places, you start being in ecosystems. You hear a lot of people applying for several things, just like what Joseph said. Sometimes, it's even during NYC, people get to know about scholarships being real. I'm going to give you instances. During my NYSC, I had a lot of friends that didn't believe that scholarship and grants were real. In fact, I was one of the people that never believed grants were real, but I knew scholarships were real, but I never believed that grants, funding for business was real, right? I was always thinking that you have to pay somebody or it was a scam, right? So it's during NYSC, you start having really life shaping conversations. And at that time, you need to start building certain things. You need to build your skill, you need to build your clarity, and you really need to build attitude to go through things. For the next slide, you really need to build attitudes to go through certain phases of your life. Now, see, this cartoonized person is me. I wish I added the original picture, but it's me. I had to convert it, right? So my journey after NYSC, please, let me tell you the truth. It was full with plenty things. In fact, I tried teaching. I started a small business. I had a shoemaking business. I moved to food business. I moved to selling thrift clothes. There was something I didn't sell, right? And then I now entered into training spaces. I was, building my skills in different things, different things. In fact, then my friends used to call me Jack of all trade and map of Lagos. Like I literally knew everywhere. There was no place my leg did not touch for upskilling, right? Then at a point, I started learning that confusion actually was part of clarity. I will touch everything till I figure out the one I really wanted to do at the end of the day. Then I now started learning that in that confusion, I needed to be very consistent with something. So while I was jumping from one place to another, I asked myself, where do I really want people to know me for? So what do I mean by that? At the end of the day, I figured out that I was an educator. I would always love educating people or telling people things. So I had to feel focus on that, and I had to pick one sector so that if someone says, "Oh, I want to speak about something," you know that you cannot call Chioma when you want to talk about health. Chioma does not have anything to offer there. When you talk about education, vocational skills, training, do you understand? And it was during after NYSC that I started figuring out these things. I knew that I needed to learn to be consistent with one thing. And at the end of the day, I needed to remove perfection. Like, see, if I wanted to be perfect, trust me, maybe I'll be chilling with the big guys. So I needed to know that consistency was a very important thing. So that one day, when the big guys are coming, say, we want this person. The governor wants to see so and so person. They know that I'll call Chioma. If it's for education, she will AC there. If it's for this, call that person. If it's for that, call that person. We need to start saying that, oh, I know this person for this. And I knew that during NYSC, right? And then every day I knew that all those errors of going from one training to the other, jumping from photography, food business, shoemaking business, it was shaping me for entrepreneurship in a different light, right? From the fact that I was a teacher, it was also shaping me for entrepreneurship because I was figuring out what are the best ways I can use in impacting the lives of people I was teaching. Next slide. And the only way that would have happened would have been through, several things that I would touch in life. Now, we're going to be talking about soft skills, but I would really focus on soft skills that most artisans would want. Now, we already know there are hard skills and there are soft skills, but the simplest way I would really define soft skill to anybody that is going to venture into something like a handiwork. Let's say you're a shoemaker, fashion designer. So this particular conversation is around people that want to think towards that career path. So soft skills in that career path are mostly, invisible strengths that determine how your technical skill, how far your technical skill can take you. So if you communicate well, you know that your technical skill that you have will take you far. But if you communicate badly, I'm going to give an instance. You call someone, say, hello, I got your number from Fumi. Fumi said that I should reach out to you to talk to you about the hair you made for. Which Fumi? Just imagine that that's what you tell me. Which Fumi? I'm like, it's Fumi now. Fumi, the one that you made the. I do a lot of hair, so a lot of closure. What are you saying? When you call the call, you don't call the customer back. Trust me, nobody will come to you again. And let's say, emotional intelligence, someone is really trying to, hello, praise. I want to have this conversation around making hair. But there was something I did though. The other day, Elizabeth told me that there was a place that they can do it for 35,000 naira. The person is whining you, just trying to see how you can manage the emotion. But this hair is too expensive, and it's not as if you are too good like that. How do you want to now manage it? Do you want to tell the person, now since I'm not to go and meet another person, or you want to go through the route of, I know I might not be what you're really looking for, but trust me, my price is my price. You understand? You need to start paying attention to things like that. You need to now understand problem solving for the artisan's life is one important skill they need to have. And this is one thing we do at SUK. We try to teach them problem solving. Problem solving in the sense that it's not about solving problem in your workshop. It's solving problem that maybe a client has given you something, you made a mistake. How do you want to solve that problem creatively without putting that client in panic? Now, this is the situation. You have a tough situation. It's the person's wedding next week and the person is coming for fitting in 12 hours. How do you need to adjust it creatively? How do you need to manage it creatively? That's problem solving. And this is a very important skill for artisans. We now go to professionalism. How do you welcome people? Do you come to the office early? Do you tell them 10 a.m. is 10 a.m.? Would you call them 30 minutes to the time and not 5 minutes to the time to say, I'm running late? 5 minutes to the time. You didn't know 30 minutes before. It's not possible. You understand? You need to really let them know. You now come to customer handling. When customers are lashing out, they are crying. These are soft skills every artisan needs to have. Time management. Your 1 week is 1 week. Yes, clients can come and tell you, I'm traveling tomorrow. If you know you cannot manage that, I'm traveling tomorrow, don't go and collect it because they want to give you 200K. Fear God and not collect someone's money and lie. Those are the things you need to really pay attention to. Then we have confidence. Confidence in the skill that you've built over the months, over the years, over the weeks, no matter how short or long your skill has been built. As long as you know I have a tangible skill, I am a professional artisan, you need to have confidence in it. Not, I need try, Sha. Please avoid all those things, right? So this is me telling you that if you decide to go through that part, you need to pay attention to this part. And adaptability. The world is always changing. We are Gen Zs, right? Gen Alpha, as in those ones, they are coming with full force. I think some of them are already in SS3 or SS2 or whatever. Some of them are even getting into some serious kind of classes. And Gen Beta is here. Those ones are not playing. So if you like, don't be adapting to what is happening. If you're thinking I'm Gen Z, I'm creative, there's some more creative people that are coming behind you. You need to be very adaptive with trends, with everything that's happening. So as an artisan, you need to learn how to listen, you need to learn how to lead well, you need to learn how to, teach, and you also need to learn how to inspire people, because from there you get to learn, new things. Next slide for me. Now you ask yourself, why do these soft skills matter? Like, are they important? They are very important. Your hands, you see this, your hand, it will get the thing done. You've made your hair, right? You've done hair for this person. The person likes the hair. Whether you quarreled with the person or you didn't quarrel with the person, you shall ended up doing this stuff and they paid you for the service. But you see, your behavior is what will keep you there, or it is what is going to take you back to that place again. So you need to really learn how to, to manage clients with good behavior. Clients will always come back to people that have good behavior. If your behavior is nasty or crazy or bad, they won't come back. They've taken the service, except I'm going to give an instance. People say when you go to an amala joint and then the sales girls or the people that are selling the food are not rude or giving attitude, the food is not sweet. Except you're in that category, which for artisans, it's not like that. If you like, be the best breader in the whole wide world. I know people that go far and wide. In fact, there's someone, I'm going to give you a trick. There's this lady that I needed to do something for me one time. She was in another state. I'm telling you, I waited for months. I didn't let anybody do that particular hair for me until that lady came to Lagos, right? So you need to understand that some clients are so loyal to people that behave well. And referrals will always come from good customer service. If not, you keep living with family and friends. And your family and friends, they will keep doing your miscoming. You will do hair finish, they won't pay you. So you don't want to be wasting your talent that God has given you through that kind of route, right? And even employers, so this soft skill too, that you are an artisan does not mean that you wouldn't work for someone. You end up working. Sometimes you work for people. They are professional pattern drafters in big shops like VK James. We know Prudential. We know a lot of them. There are a whole lot of them around Nigeria that are looking for pattern drafters, bidders, some shoemaking brands. They're looking for shoemakers. Case Place, there is a barber. He's looking for barbers every day. So you know that you still be an employer. So employers would always value your reliability over raw skills. So yes, you're working for them. Are you reliable? Do they trust you? You're an artisan, you're the best. In fact, are you the kind of artisan? See, I'm going to give you an instance again. That you're working for a big barbing salon and then you barb hair so well. Do you know that your boss would avoid you from barbing lots of big clients hair because of your attitude? But if you have very good attitude, you can go out to sleep and trust that, oh, don't worry, I rely on that particular one. In fact, I know that if I'm not in the shop, that one will do well. So these are the things. So whether you're an artisan and you want to start your own business, or you're an artisan that you're going to work for another big company, you need to understand that you need to be reliable over that your raw skill. If they don't rely on you, they won't come back, right? And these your soft skills, they will help you to negotiate better. You will know how to manage people. Someone that you said 50K is your price, and you know that deep within you, if the client comes down to 25,000 or 30K, you collect. But you can find a way to bargain it, keep the client around 40,000. I know you're going to still see better money, right? So you need to already understand that if you have soft skills, you know how to manage clients till they can allow you to be able to provide the service that you can provide. And soft skills will really help you to avoid conflict. See, it is better to be the person that they say, that person does not know anything. It's not that one. If you can cheat her, anything you tell her, she will collect. It's better you're that kind of person than is it that one, don't go, she'll take hot water and pour your skin in our shop. You wouldn't want that. And no one will come. It's a bad thing. See, once someone has said one bad thing about you, that person will not come back to remove that bad thing that they said. That bad thing, in fact, don't be that person or that artisan that if they want to describe you, they will say the fair one. They say a lot of fair people are here. They'll say the tall one. They say a lot of tall people are in this cheese. They say that one will fight person tear clothes. They know. They say, okay, number 10, number 10. You don't want to be that kind of artisan, right? And also, soft skills really help you to grow faster in your career. These skills they matter because they'll help you grow faster in your career. You wouldn't be thinking about a lot of things. People would love you. In fact, people will become your advocates. Next slide. So you really need to understand why these things are very important, right? Now, there's a lot of common soft skill gaps that I've seen in my years of running Souk. And it has even made me to even start some other things for artisans that have finished our programs and apprenticeship and want to start their own businesses. I'll see a lot of them, they are gifted. They've learned this skill. They've done apprenticeship for 3 months, 6 months. But their soft skill gap, they really make their clients and employers to really think twice. Now, why? During apprenticeship, I see a lot of them. their feedbacks I get from their apprentice mentors. They say, see, I'm not going to lie to you. This person is really doing so well. But the problem is her hot temper. In fact, before you say Jack, she has carried something to fight another person in the organization, but she has the best skills. Like she already knows. You understand? So then they'll tell you things like she comes early, she comes very early, but she sleeps at work. You know, those are the things. So you now see some of the gaps that we also see like this around poor communication. They know what they are trying, they know what they want to say. In fact, they know, but they cannot accept the shout. It's poor communication. A lot of them, they come late, they're inconsistent. Today they are there, tomorrow they are there. Shall we say, I've paid now, am I owing you? There's no confidence. Some of them are they become very, that's what I was saying. When you've learned, initially I mentioned it, you need to be very confident in whatever, whether you learned it in weeks, months, or years, you need to be confident. Some of them are very, they are not confident in what they have, and they really have difficulties handling feedback. Artisans are always hot-tempered. Madam, this your cloth, straight. Not be the same cloth who are so for, they will not start fighting with you. No. They don't know how to handle feedback. And then a lot of poor customer manners. Like they have very poor customer service manners. They will para for you, they will shout at you. Are you not seeing that it's 10 o'clock? How will you be calling a married woman by this time? Don't you know I'm a family man? I've been in the office. How do I want to know? I'm not in your house, right? You need to find better ways to communicate that. And another thing, this one is a problem that I face with my artisans every day. They do not know how to price their service. If they just see, please, this is for me to you people. If you decide to go through any skills at all, you want to start a business or you want to work with a big fashion house in the future or any other, please don't be those artisans that I literally call people and avoid Instagram because of my verified Instagram page. The moment I message with a verified Instagram page, the price is different from when I use my sister's page that is not verified and has only 200 followers. They will just come and say, they will not be they will even be pitying my sister. How much do you want to collect? But me, they will stand the price. 50K is for nothing. You're not going for money from me. Don't be that kind of artisan. You need to go and learn how to price your business properly and have a very good price so that tomorrow, if A comes to you and I refer that A to you, you're not giving the A a different price and I'm feeling cheated or the person is feeling cheated. Now, how do you want to improve? Several things I've said there. You need to learn how to, speak professionally. You need to build confidence, either by learning your craft well or even by even showcasing your craft properly. Show up consistently, even when you're tired. Create a pricing structure. There are a lot of ways you can find this. You can Google right now, pricing structure for so and so. You will find it. And if you cannot, you can reach out to people to ask them questions. Reach out to me anytime on LinkedIn. I'm always available. I'll answer questions around pricing structure and always accept feedback without getting defensive. If someone tells you something, don't be angry. Just take it like that. Next slide. Now, another thing again is communication and networking, right? Your mouth markets you even before your skill starts. Sometimes it could be on your shirt. I mean, this thing. I'll be like, wow, you should make. I want to work with you. Your hairdresser, I want to work with you. Your mouth will help you. Oh, madam, this your hair is fine, but I can make it better. See my work. That's what you can do. So now I want you to do something. You need to learn a powerful 20 seconds introduction. I'm going to do that on this chart while I'm teaching, right? You would explain your service clearly. You will ask satisfied clients for referrals. That is around communication and networking. You will network with other artisans for opportunities. What is happening? The government is giving funding for this. The government is doing upskilling for this. Right now, we work with ITF to train artisans that are already having the skills. We train them in masses across Nigeria so that they can get to learn more things. So we call it the training trainer, right? You use apprenticeships to build connections. So when we bring in apprentices into your shop tomorrow, you learn how to build connections with them. You need to follow up with people professionally. Next slide. You need to really learn all these things if you really want to communicate well with people. From the next slide. Yes. So another thing is professionalism and personal branding. I see a lot of artisans that are building the brand and they're not building themselves. You need to learn how to build a proper brand for yourself as well. Now, professionalism is really how you behave when no one is supervising you. Someone will come in the morning, the person will say, oh, is it that woman? Don't worry. If she tells you 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock is 9 o'clock. You see her there, right? You come very early, you come on time. That's a personal brand. They've known you for it. You don't need to make shared. You don't need to have the best headshots. Please, personal branding can come with time, coming on time. It means delivering quality consistently. It really means delivering your quality consistently. It means dressing neatly. This person has come to the office. Now, most times when you say, I want to call a plumber in the area, I want to call a painter in the area, thinking your brain is on fire. This painter, I hope this person doesn't really, will not really spoil this atmosphere with, the odor that it comes with or she comes with. But imagine that you're coming in as a plumber and you're smelling nicely, you've dressed neatly. Yes, you don't speak the best English in the whole wide world, but you can do your job and you are dressed well. You can communicate in the best manner. You're not shouting. Trust me, it will change the narrative. The person would even want to pay whatever you even end up charging the person. But the person knows, not even thinks that you've really spent enough time trying to upgrade yourself. Right? You also avoid arguing with clients when the client says, but I bought this in 5. Yeah, go buy them now. No, you can't do that. You don't need to do that. And you need to have a signature. You need to have a signature style. What is your signature style? Your signature style can be how you greet your clients, if you write notes for clients, those kind of things. If when you're done, you give them like something, but there should be a signature style they know you for. Show your work online. It can be your personal brand. Yes, show your work, but let you be the person that fronts the showing of the work. At least for someone that is starting small, till you now start having people working with you. Share testimonials. Always ask clients. So imagine when you've done all these things, it's easier for you to get a testimonial from a client. And then please build a brand story that customers can trust. Next slide. That brand story that customer can trust is very, very, very important. Now, how do Sook, help build these skills? Yes, when we train people, we also train their mindsets, because the market needs both. That I've trained you to learn, I need to train your mindset to understand that, yes, I need to be this to be that, right? So we give them access to hands-on technical trainings. Then they have apprenticeship placement with access to a mentor that guides them. We teach them communication lessons as well. So because they fill up their logbook, we get to see what has happened. And we teach them how to, even while on the course, we teach them how to do their pricing and also learn how to negotiate properly. And we also try as much as possible to do masterclasses around digital literacy as well. And the most important part, we teach them how to, develop portfolios. Next slide for me. All right, so there are several soft skills that trade entrepreneurs need to have that I mentioned earlier. But this is where I'm taking my time now to tell you that for leadership, which is very important, even if it is you and one apprentice, you must know how to guide someone, right? You must know how to guide someone, whether it is one person, you must really learn how to guide someone. Then decision making, you need to learn how to, know when to accept some jobs, decline some jobs, or even plan around before you even continue start that job. So you need to understand decision making. Am I the one that's going to buy this material, or should I let the client buy this material instead, so that I'm not in the mix of, you didn't do this or you did that one? You need to understand that. You need to learn financial discipline. Please, when they pay you, don't go and start spending the money and say, don't worry, when I reach market, I'll price down. You need to avoid all those things. If you want to pay yourself first, you know how you're going to do. This is my money, and this is money for the customer's job. When you're done, you cannot take your money. You really need to learn financial discipline. You need to learn customer management, how to manage angry clients. Most of the time, customer management is for people that manage angry clients. Even the clients that are always very happy, you also need to learn how to manage them, because it's the slightest thing that can change them from happy to sad, right? You need to learn negotiation, pricing with confidence, offering alternatives and avoiding desperation. So for negotiation, you're avoiding desperation. 20,000, don't worry, bring it. I won't have to collect. No. You need to take through the person. Like I mentioned earlier, you need to know when to say, I know that my last price is 25K, but if this customer, let me find a way to keep this customer at 40 to 35,000 first, right? You need to learn resilience. This is a soft skill that trade entrepreneurs need to understand. Some days are slow, some days are very fast that you can't manage them, but you must keep pushing. Marketing literacy, you need to really know how to market well, so that you also avoid, selling desperation as well to clients, right? And then finally, personal branding. I mentioned, I will not overemphasize it. Your name is your reputation. Your face is your reputation. Every single thing about you is your reputation. So you really need to make sure that you guide it, like hold it tight and make sure that it's always covered so that you don't, lose yourself while even trying to, sell. Next slide for me. Yeah. So I told you I was always going to remember my people that are still in school or people that are just about to enter university. Really learning how to blend between your academics and vocational skills. Yes, degree will give you all the theories, right? Your trade at the end of the day, the trade that you've learned will give you the money at the end of the day, right? It will give you the money, to give you the relevance, and it will take you to places. I'm going to give an instance. There is Shei Vodi, there is Victor James. You know all these people, right? Yes, they all went to school, they have their degrees, but the trades that they have, the skills they have, is what is really giving them money and relevance in the society today. So if you now combine these two, academics and why do you think these people are powerful? It's because of they've merged both their academics and their skills together, and see how powerful they are. They have big fashion houses, they do very big master classes. So here, while you're doing this, you become more employable, more sought after, you'll be multi-skilled, you will know how to manage your clients professionally, even with your academics as well. So you even learn how to earn more money. Next slide. I think this is an exercise. Oh, it's still the same thing. Oh, okay. So there are a lot of mistakes artisans make. I already mentioned it before. So most of the time, they want to introduce themselves. No, next slide. They want to introduce themselves. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, so this is it, the interactive session. I mentioned earlier that we have, 20 seconds. So this will be done in the chat. So you can just quickly take it so I can move to the next slide. I want you to introduce yourself like you would, introduce yourself to a client. So you do, my name is, and I help people achieve this by doing that. So I want to see it in the comment section. You can take a screenshot quickly so that we can go to the next slide. I want you as much as possible to finish so I can answer questions as well. So I would want to see what people come up with. All right, so for me, let's go to the next slide while we wait for people to drop. Now, you need to learn how to leverage technology. And all these things I've said, you need to learn how to leverage technology. You can have all the skills, but if you're not visible, nobody will know you. So visibility is also a skill. So if you're good and visible, clients will find you. So what can you do? Leverage WhatsApp. WhatsApp business. If you don't have money for a website now, you can leverage WhatsApp business or even Canva to create a mini website. You can put up your pricing on WhatsApp so that when people reach out to you, they can see all your goods and whatever on WhatsApp. You use your Instagram and TikTok to showcase. So this way you dance and do a lot of things, right? Get listed on Google Maps so that they get to know that you're around their location. A whole lot of it. I'll try to share this slide so that Fumi can, give it to you as well. So next slide. Like I already mentioned, if you want to choose between a job and starting a trade, which I'm really advocating for you, you need to learn how to, follow your own readiness, not pressure. So if you know that I'm a job person, go for the job. If you know I'm a trades person, come to me. Now reflect on these things, self-awareness. Do you need structural independence? You need to ask yourself that, skill level, right? You need to understand your financial readiness. Do you have money? Do you need to work before you'll be able to start this trade, or do you need to do something before you start this trade? You need to understand that as well, so that you don't just start a business and then you're angry when money is not coming in. You need to understand market demand. What do the market in your area need now? Not the one that because of your barber in school, you now want to come and continue barbing in another place where no one needs barbers. You need to understand that. Risk tolerance. Can you really, handle unstable income? If you take all your 200,000 naira to go and start a business and money does not come in for the first 4 months, will you enter depression and start looking for my therapist.ng or my friend and pal.ng to speak to you? You need to ask yourself all those things, right? And then the last part is long-term goals. What are your long-term goals? Do you want to build a brand or you want to gain experience? So you understand where you're putting your energy to, so that maybe you go and do job as an artisan or start a business as an artisan. And then lastly, you really need mentors. No matter how hard you try, even me here that everyone keeps telling me I'm a mentor to people. I still have mentors I used to go and consult to ask for help, right? So you need to always understand that. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Oh, okay. This is the end of my class. Go back to the next one. I didn't remove that header. Yeah. Now, no one owes you success after NYSC. I always don't think that success it will just come. Really, I finished my kake. No one owes you that, but you can build it with your right mindset and habits, right? So remember, like I said in this session, soft skills plus technical skills is equal to employability, right? So showing up consistently is very important. Taking feedback without throwing blow is important. Building confidence, building a brand, using technology, and continuous learning would really take you far. I hope I was able to share small nuggets in this small period of time. Thank you so much. Last slide. Thank you so much. And you can reach out to me anytime, any day. My name is Chioma Ukpabi, and I'm really excited to have taken this session.
Wow, please. Absolutely had a great time listening to you.
Thank you.
That was a lot in such a short time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We are most grateful for all that you have shared with us. I want to believe that we had light bulb moments, because I did. There are quite a number of things that, I put down. I think one of the things that struck me is when you said visibility is also a skill. I was like, wow, I didn't know that. I thought visibility is a privilege. I did not know it was a skill.
Skill takes a lot.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you so much. I think I'd like to reiterate some of the other things you said. You said if you cannot introduce yourself well, you cannot sell your skill well. And I cannot even explain how that is important when a person sells their skill. But the way you put it, I don't think I've heard it like that before. I don't think I've heard it like that before. Thank you so much, Ms. Chioma. When they were reading your portfolio, I was like, what is going on here? Where did we get you from, ma? How you've done so much. And I think the most beautiful thing is that you're able to also give so much. It's one thing to know a lot and have a lot of experience. It's another thing to be willing to disperse and just give it freely. And I see you doing that, and that's very beautiful. Thank you so much once again. We're really honored to have you in our midst. Thank you for your wealth of wisdom. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I know that we have a lot of questions for you. I can already see them. So somebody is asking, how can we get this slide, please? Is that possible?
Oh, sure. Please. I'm happy to always share the slides. Share the slide. I think I already sent it to the team. So,
okay.
Team, you are free to send it as well.
Okay, good stuff. Okay, so we have your details. Timmy Tokwe is the one asking that. We'll make the slide available for you as extra resources after the webinar series, right? Thank you so much, Timmy Tokwe, for asking that. I see that Umi has already responded to you. Okay, so we have another question. She says, my name is Promise, and I'm a crafter. I help people beautify their environment by creating beautiful handmade crafts. I think that's an answer to the
to the
question
exercise.
you asked. Oh, that's beautiful. It's nice to meet you, Promise. Well done. Handmade stuff are the most beautiful things because it comes from inside. There's no adulteration at all. So well done. Well done, Promise. Um, Another person says, my name is Samson. I'm an urban planner. Okay. I help people create functional development plans, ranging from estate plans to city plans. I plan with my clients' economic profits in mind, while not jeopardizing the need of the larger environment. Wow, that's beautiful. But I don't know if, so for these people who have responded, that is Samson and Promise, based on what they have said here, do you perhaps think that there is something extra they can add to what they have written that will sort of be their, how do they call it now, your elevator pitch? Do you think there is something more they can add to hit the nail on the head and, hit clients in the moment? You're able to just sell yourself and sell the value you give in a very short moment. Is there anything you'd like to say to them to add? Yeah.
Okay, so I'm actually going to start with Ayo. Ayomide, I really love the fact that you're a creative environmentalist. I know you people are very special people, but you saying that you turn waste nylon into statements and wonderful pieces that makes people stand out. I don't know what statements and wonderful pieces they are. So it would be really nice if you say, okay, nylon into earrings, into slippers, into jackets, I would really want to know what they are so that I'm even interested. I know that I'm interested. I now want to know what you're doing. I know. But you're not telling me what it is at the end of the day. I might just get lost. I'm like, oh, okay, that's nice. Maybe I'll see something later. Maybe you're saying this from a point of you're speaking to me, but whether you're speaking to me or you're writing to me, I really need to know what it is. So please try waist nylon into beautiful wearable jackets, wearable slippers. So I know what it is. Right? So I know what it is. I think to Promise, I'm a crafter and I help people beautify their environment by creating beautiful handmade craft. Okay, I love this handmade craft. Is it painting? Is it? I really want to know what it is. It's just same thing I said to Ayo. I want to know what it is. Crafters are a lot of things. Crafters can be people that take stuffs and try to carve on wood. Crafters could be people that take flowers to craft things around the environment. Crafters are people that use pieces of clothes to turn it into something. But I want to know what handmade crafts are. Are they bangles? See, whatever you're doing in your 20 seconds, you really need to let people know whether they're making decisions to give you money or not. So you can say that they are all beautiful things. We are beautifying the environment, but at the end of the day, I really need to know what it is. So let's say, for example, I can see beautify environment. It could be wall frames. We tell you wall frames that really speak volume, wall frames that are being used in hospitals, wall frames that are educational for kids to be able to learn the alphabets. Just find one small serene or one of the things you're doing and sell it to the client. Then Samson, my name is Samson. I'm an urban planner. I help people create functional development plans ranging from Samson, fantastic. I already know what you're doing. I know that if I'm looking for an urban and regional plan, I don't need to go too far. You already told me that you're a planner, and you still went as far as telling me that you do functional development plans ranging from real estate to city plans. So I know that if it's for real estate, I'll call you. City, I would call you. You help clients plan economic profits in mind. Why not jeopardizing the need for larger environment? Are you saying? I already know. I know what I'm getting from. I know I'm getting a sustainability person from you. I know I'm getting an urban planner from you. So I think Samson is like your own is like one of the ones I've read that I really, really, really like. So I think that's a great one. So I think that's my feedback for now.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was very detailed. The person who talked about Timi Tope, I believe. Timi Tope talked about Ayo. I didn't see her message earlier. Ayo talked about waste nylon into statement and wonderful pieces. I think that's personally, I think that's very beautiful because has some experience in the environment space and waste and dirty in communities. So I think that's very beautiful. But the way you shed more light on it, for emphasis sake, let's know exactly what you are doing. I think that that's important when you are trying to, interact with a person for the first time. Thank you so much, Ms. Chioma, for sharing that with us. Okay, so you have a question from the Q&A session from Promise Akande. So Promise says, I'm trying to build a crafting business totally different from what I have been known for online, writing. How do I build both presence online without a confused audience? Do I create another account for the business or... Okay, Ms. Chioma, over to you.
Promise. Let me tell you the truth. So what happened was, I write. I love writing. In fact, I love writing. This year has been the only year I haven't actively written because I've been in one accelerator to the other. Right. I love writing. But because of everyone knows me as an entrepreneur, I always speak, I'm doing my tech business. I started telling myself that if I start telling people I used to write, they won't believe in me. They'll think that I'm confused. You know what I did? I started a newsletter on LinkedIn. That newsletter, I called it Yours Truly Chito. And ever since then, I started gaining really great momentum and visibility from it. When I started Yours Truly Chito, I just had like 1,000 followers on LinkedIn. I think last year and this year that I wrote a few times, I gained 2,000 followers. Why? Because people loved the way I was writing. They felt like it was relatable. They really liked it. So for you, you don't need to create a different page. You can still be you. You can start with LinkedIn, at least where people are corporate readers. People take their time to read. You can now start there, start writing a lot, tell people that you write a lot. And then gradually, people can reach out to you and start asking you questions about, do you even write for people? Or why you're even writing? As a powerful writer that you are, you can quickly chip it in that you write for people, even while you're even selling a different story to them. And people know that, okay, I can reach out to Promise for this, right? When you see opportunities like that, always pay attention to opportunities. Like when they say they're looking for a writer, it could be a business plan. It could be a proposal. It could be something. Just reach out to them. I do it, right? And you can gradually start from there, take small gigs from there. It could be your thing. So you can now finally say, okay, I want to do this. And I want to come out from my shell and be the person that does this. So don't confuse your audience. Use your existing LinkedIn page. Start small like that. Good thing, LinkedIn algorithm is not like Instagram's algorithm. You can keep on using your Instagram and TikTok to write. Or you can even use TikTok, write a few things and drag people to your LinkedIn to continue reading the story. You can still build it as you, but you need to really find a way around it. That's why I was saying visibility is a very serious skill. You can start writing on LinkedIn, start a very short one on TikTok. If you feel like people are enjoying it, you need to also know your audience. Are they amicable people or they are corporate people? So if they're amicable people, just find a way to drag them and move them from TikTok or Instagram straight down to your LinkedIn to continue reading. And gradually, I would always remember that, when I read a lot, if someone tells me I'm looking for a writer, I'll just say, reach out to Promise Akande. He will do it for you.
Yes. Thank you so much. That absolutely makes a lot of sense. We don't have to do one or the other. There's a synergy. We just have to find it. Thank you so much for sharing, Ms. Chioma. Okay, so we'll take the last question because we want everyone to go to bed early. For those of us that that are in Nigeria. Okay, so this Temitope says, my name is Temitope, 7 Corp member. Just love to find myself solving other people's problem. In fact, leaving mine behind. Interesting. I found it fun, educating, but can I find my path in entrepreneurship by educating people, yet still making funds for myself? Because you have cracked my bones by saying NYC doesn't owe me success. After NYC, but I should have a shift in mindset. So what do you have to say about this, Ms. Chioma?
All right. So it depends on the education that you are going through. So let's say, for example, you want to educate adults. You really need to find out what you can educate adults well with. Now, I hear you saying that you know how to help people solve their problems. You might be a coach at the end of the day and tell people that, okay, I would coach you through this or through what I know, but this is my fee per hour. You can decide to become the per hour person. If you cannot pay me for a whole month, don't worry, pay me per hour. If my per hour is 5,000, 3,000, you can end up speaking to me for 3 or 4 hours and I'll make my money. You know that, and that way it guides you so that anytime you leave your own problem behind to solve another person's problem, the person is paying for it. And when people pay for anything, they will always respect it. Except you got to the place where you want to easily volunteer. Like for me, I have a lot of times I've volunteered for people. But at the end of the day, there are sometimes when people reach out to me and I say, no matter how tiny it is, just pay, commit. So that when I'm done, in fact, I have friends that call me by 2 a.m. because that's the only time they can reach out to me. So ask me questions about their businesses. They'll tell me, Chito, I want to submit something like this. Can you help me go through it? I will go through it, but I'll tell you, don't worry. Hold on, I'll send you my seller link. Just pay. Even if it's 1 hour, don't worry, pay for an hour. After paying for that 1 hour, I'll end up talking to you for 5 hours, no problem. But I know that everything I've said, I'll see you implement it. Why? Because I've taken my time to know that whenever I tell people things from the bottom of my heart, they do not do it. They end up doing what's in their mind. But when they've paid for it, it's a lie. That's what Chito said I must do it. Chito, she said it, and they will do it. So please, I think who asked me this question?
Can you talk back?
So please, you need to go around, use the resources you have. If you want to coach people by guiding them through, let's say, for example, I don't know what you're coaching people on, but I'm going to give an instance. Maybe someone wants to, you have a particular skill and you want to really coach people through it. Start a seller thing. Once your first customer successfully pays, I'm telling you the humble truth, people will keep paying you. It might be slow, but they'll pay you. And you know that you're going to give it your all. So really find out what is that thing you want to coach people on. You want to coach people around starting a business? Do you want to coach people around having an event? Whatever it is, let them pay you for your service. And then you can now say, okay, I want to go through this. And then please, when you're starting, you need to start your demo on time. Like, don't go and do that. You're doing that. I'm trying to figure it out while doing my first kind. They lie, do your onboarding package. When the person reach out to you, send that email. Thank you so much. This is your invoice. All those small things makes people want to believe in you. They feel like there's a whole lot of system at the back behind you, right? You send an email, tell the person, oh, this is my Calendly link, this is my seller link to pay me. Those small things, the person will now really. So I think for me, don't be scared. Figure out what you want to coach people on. Try to get your whole onboarding packages, your email templates, the place where they pay you through, how you get your money, when you start with them, the hours of the day you are available. See, put a sense of importance in whatever it is, because if you're educating people, if you're not important to them, they won't believe in you. All the big educators today, some of them is them that is their PA, but they'll tell you my PA will reach out to you. Please, there is no PA. Create your own PA in your head, right? And I'm telling you the truth, you'll be able to get it. And if you have any questions, maybe if you want to really tell me what it is, just because of time, send me a message on LinkedIn. You can go to POST-NYSC. I think my profile was posted, so you can get my link straight and then ask me questions in my DM about so I'm on answer.
Awesome. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. So basically, as of now, Ms. Chioma is telling you to create a dual personality or triple personalities. just have them everywhere. Oh, that was beautiful. Thank you so much, Ms. Chioma. We are so grateful. We cannot overemphasize the amount of knowledge you've given to us today, and we will definitely implement them. Even though we didn't click on your seller link yet, but
no, it's fine.
We'll definitely implement them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right.